Hey Virgo, this is your bi-weekly reading. So we are taking a look at that period of time that goes from the full moon to the new moon. So we are looking at the full moon on December 26th in Cancer. So right after the Christmas holiday, if you were celebrating the Christmas holiday, up to January 11th of 2024, which will be the new moon in Capricorn. So heralding the vibe of Capricorns. I have somebody who says that that the vibe of a season, like of a constellation, isn't really like totally felt until it hits the new moon of that sign. I'm still experimenting with that, but I think it's kind of interesting. So anyways, so we're looking at the period of time from the full to new moon, which means that we're looking at the waning phase, right? And when I pull these, if this is your first time here, welcome, by the way, I pull these for an approximate 2-week period of time during that moon phase for just looking at if we were to zero in on focusing in one area of our life for just a 2-week period of time, which is totally doable, and being able to put time, energy, and attention into that in a meaningful way. Where would we put our time, energy, and attention to that would be the linchpin, the one that would ripple out and be of most benefit to all areas of our life if we were to put some attention into this? And so what we're looking at here is the 8th house, right? I think it's a beautiful card. Don't be scared by the skull. So we're looking at the 8th house, right? And the 8th house is, probably not everyone's favorite. It just depends, but it would have to do with other people's resources. So like if you have investments with other people, this would be where we would look at that. This would be also debts, loans, investments, like I just said, but also with other people, not just with other people, I mean with just on your own. And it can also have to do with death, whether that's metaphorical or actual, right? And so I don't want people to get scared about that. That can mean that like it's something that you're still needing to process, right? So maybe you're moving through that grief, or maybe that is something that is a metaphorical thing in your life. Like I couldn't say. So, but yeah, mostly I think I look at this for the resources of others, again, investments, debts, loans, taxes, and even inheritances, right? So we're looking at that area of your life. And then we have with that the Lovers card, right? And with the Lovers card, it's not necessarily like, if you're not super familiar with tarot, the Lovers card isn't always about love, right? It's not always about a relationship. However, it is about relationships and about a certain type of relationship where it's more mature, it's more like transcendent. It is the kind of relationship that you have with another person that is, yes, intertwined, and that is mutually beneficial, where your strengths are a contributor to the connection or to the relationship and how you guys are connected, as well as your strengths being maybe something that they don't have, and that brings benefit to the connection and to whatever you guys are connected to and working with, right? So this can be a relationship. This can be about maybe you have a spouse, or maybe you're not married, but you have like your investment or money is intimately tied with a romantic partner. So it can be a partner, but it's not always that. So I like to emphasize that because it can be speaking to just somebody else that you have. Like money is just so intimate, right? And so having money together invested in, maybe a project or a business or a concept or whatever it is, that's one way, right? Or managing your finances together and how they blend together, that's another thing, right? All of those kinds of things. So that's kind of like what is a little, clarifying here. And I think that when we're looking at the guidance or advice card that's coming through in relationship to this, we're looking at are the connections that you have with people in this area of your life, right? Are they these kinds of mutually respectful, mutually beneficial, lifting each other up, like greater than the sum of its parts types of connections, like healthier, more mature types of connections? Or is there some cleaning up to do in there? And by cleaning up, I don't mean necessarily cutting off. Maybe for some people that makes sense, but I like to not be rash, you know, like it's more like what is not working that needs to be cleaned up or cleared up, right? What is out of alignment and needs some shifting to become more in alignment, those types of things. So I hope that this feels helpful and makes sense. If this is your maybe sun sign and you're like, I'm not really sure, maybe go watch your rising sign and see if that's more of a match, right? Like these are collective readings, so obviously it's collective, it's not individual one-to-one. Speaking of, if you are wanting to get in by the end of January to book your year ahead astrology 2024 reading or the year ahead tarot reading, I can also do combinations, by the way. So the descriptions box down below has the links for that. So if you want to get in on that, especially if you're trying to get it in before the end of the first month of 2024, you'll find all that information there. I'm pretty sure I'll be running the winter solstice special all the way till like the 1st. So I'm pretty sure I'll be doing that, but I will have that in the description below. I'll have decided by the time I upload these. So yeah, if you have any questions about that, feel free to DM me. And yeah, send this off to another Virgo. If you feel like this is a message you're like, I know a Virgo who this totally fits for, please send this to them. Please share it. It does help as I'm building the channel. And as always, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in 2024. Bye.